One dubious bit of lobbying created nearly 11,000 pieces of news about something that never happened. Why? Because millionaires don't want the government to tax them. Let me explain. So you've probably seen some of the headlines recently about an exodus of millionaires, people leaving the UK because they're just too rich to stay. And the right-wing press and certain politicians, including Reform UK, have been using this to argue against the 80% of the British public who want higher taxes on the wealthiest. But here's the thing, this exodus never actually happened. Tax Justice looked into these claims and they found that of all this reporting, almost all of them sourced their data from one particular report, a report from a company called Henley and Partners, not a think tank or an academic institution or the government. It's a company that sells golden passports. And their report, how did they come to this conclusion that millionaires are leaving? Well, they got someone to go through millionaire LinkedIn pages and that's it. It's just the LinkedIn pages. If you have ever exaggerated your job on LinkedIn, don't worry, you're in good company, but do worry because they might use it to try and change the tax laws of this country. In fact, according to Tax Justice's work, there are actually 435,000 more millionaires in the UK than there were in 2017, the exact opposite of what is being claimed. So this indicates that if you try and increase taxes on the richest, which we have done very, very slightly, then millionaires stay and pay. They do not leave. But Reform UK were particularly convinced by this report to the point that they've actually released their whole new tax plan based on it. Now, obviously, this tax plan calls for a £36 billion tax cut on the richest. And instead, they will sell golden passports, which means anyone in the world, if they can pay £250,000, can live in the UK for 10 years and get a tax exemption for that whole time. A massive handout to the richest. Now, Henley and Partners, the report this was all based on, they're a golden passport company. They sell golden passports to rich people and they lobby governments on creating golden passport schemes like this one. This is what inequality of power and inequality of access looks like in practice.